Hey guys, so I'm here with my October favorites and I'm just going to jump straight into it because I have a bunch of things that I want to talk about and I want to make sure that this video isn't too long. So let's dig in. I have like a pile of things on my lap. First thing I wanted to talk about were the bag poofs. I am obsessed with them. Like, I know it's like a trendy thing, which is why I'm not, what do you call it? This one here, let's poofs in general. This one's brand new. I just got him a couple days ago. And I was looking at the Fendi one and I know that it's ridiculously priced, but I wanted to let everyone know, like, you don't need to go out and buy the $500 Fendi charm. This one is $50. I got it off of an Etsy shop, which I will link below. And I also have a coupon code, CHARM10. I'll put that down below as well if you were interested in buying one of these guys. But they do them in blue, red, white. And I have seen the Fendi one in person and I've seen this one. And I'm sorry to say, but that one compared to this one, like, this feels so much softer. I think that one's pure fox hair. And if you're like an avid, you know, animal person, then turn away or fast forward this part. But this, I believe, is a mix of fox fur, rabbit, and mink. The quality of it, like, this is real leather. And just, you can get it with the gold hardware and or silver. I chose silver, obviously, because my bag has silver hardware. But he's so furry and cute and just such good quality for, you know, $50 compared to the $500, which, just because it says Fendi on it, like, it's not even this soft. I promise you. Like, when I got this in the mail, I was like, holy shit. But yeah, bag poofs, link it down below if you're interested. Next item I wanted to talk about is my Louis Vuitton multi-clays key holder, which I featured in my What's in My Bag video, which I'll link below as well if you didn't see that already. But it comes in this little box. It came in this like dust bag thing. My keys are already inside. But it is such a practical item. Like, I didn't know, it's so good to have everything in one spot. Like, I have all of my keys, my club cards back here. Oops, sorry. Someone did ask me if you can fit more than 3 cards, and the answer is yes. And it will fit comfortably enough that it won't bulge or, I think, ruin the shape. Okay. Next item, I have my Kevyn Aucoin. This is the Candlelight highlighter. I have been reaching for powder just because it is colder and I can't really be bothered. I have it on today. It's really subtle. You can't go overboard with it. And this is in the old packaging. It comes in newer packaging, and the color difference between this and the reformulated one, like, there is a slight difference, you can tell. But I've been using this for ages, and I'm on the hunt for a new highlighter, so I ordered one and it's on its way. So once it gets here, I'm sure I'll do a review and give you my thoughts if it's worth it or not. But this one, it's amazing and it's great for every day. It's really subtle. It still shows up on the skin, but it's not that chunky like this one, which I'm going to talk about next, which is the Filmstar Bronze and Glow from Charlotte Tilbury. Like, this is pow, like, in your face highlighter. And as you can see, I haven't really used much of it. I tend to wear this one more at night. But this is another favorite. I have been using the Sculpt shade now that it's starting to get cold again. I think the color match is awesome, and the palette itself, it's nice. The highlighter is, again, a little bit too much for me for every day. That one would be like one to go out at night or, you know, photographs and things like that. Next favorite is actually like a duo, and I have been I've been using the Hourglass Dim Light powder. I stopped using it because you know, during the summertime, I didn't really need it and I didn't mind that glossiness to my face. But now that I'm wearing a little bit more makeup and I want it to just stay put, I will dust a little bit of this. And I have found that the Makeup Forever, this is the 122 brush, and it's like that duo fiber. It's almost like MAC's, like a 187, I think it is, 187 brush. It has like that duo fiber, but I just swish it in the pan. It picks up the lightest amount and it just really deposits it. Like it just, how do I say it? It doesn't look like there's any powder on the skin, but yet it still mattifies a little bit. Another Makeup Forever product is one of their primers. They sent me a couple of their primers, and this is the Base Hydrating Primer. And this one, I think it's a little bit, is it the runny one? Yeah, because they have a Nourishing Primer, and that one's a little bit heavier in consistency. But I find that this just gives me a nice slip, and it helps, you know, stuff adhere, or my foundation adhere to my face, and it just meshes well with everything. I like a ton of moisture before I apply any type of base to my face. But I have been using this and I absolutely love it. Now, a lot of you have been asking what I've been using on my eyes, and it's been this one, which is in the shade Bronze, but this is the Wander Beauty. This is their liquid eyeshadows. This makes me think of like MAC Patina, Pale Barley, like those types of shades, but in liquid form. And it's what I'm wearing today, and I have been wearing probably for like the past 2 weeks. This one is in the shade Mocha, which is a little bit darker. I've used this once, but it's a beautiful, beautiful shade, and the consistency is nice. It feels weird when you apply something wet to your eyelid, but I don't even need a brush to buff it in. It's a doe foot applicator, and I just lightly put it on the lid and then smush it with my middle finger and just buff it out. And then if I want a little bit more coverage, or if I want it to be more opaque than what it already is, I just add a little bit more over top. And it doesn't, you know, like if you layer things, sometimes it clumps a little bit once you start tugging at it. None of that with this. This is really, really, really pretty. Next is a base, and yes, I have been using foundation. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation, and this is in medium 6. I just mixed a couple of my Glossier skin tint just to make it a little bit darker, because it is a tad light for me. I don't know if it's the residual tan from, you know, summertime, or maybe this is just too light. I felt like I looked at online swatches of 7 and I feel like it's too pink. So, but I mean, it works just fine, and I've been wearing it. It's a lighter foundation. I've reviewed this, I think, already on my blog, but it's not, you know, cakey. It doesn't feel heavy. Excuse me. It doesn't feel heavy, and it's really luminescent, but without being super like shiny, or it doesn't have any shimmer in it. It just looks like skin, which is why I like it. But I have been obsessed with this. Love this. Okay, next I have a couple of lipsticks. One is MAC's Whirl. I bought this when I went to New York. It's like a pinky brownie nude. Definitely has pink undertones. Been loving that. And then Styled in Sepia, which I know you can't get anymore, but Laura Mercier's Milky Way is a little bit lighter in color. This one I feel like it's darker, but love it, absolutely love it. And a newer shade, which is from Urban Decay. They sent me this. I'm not sure what the name of these lipsticks are, but this is in the shade Strip, which is a little bit on the pinkier side, but I find this over top of, you know, either one of these lipsticks, it looks amazing. And that's pretty much what I do. Like, I get asked a lot of questions, but I do mix a bunch of colors together, lip liners together, to see what shades I'm gonna come up with. I don't know why I do it, I do. They're both on different spectrums. Like this one It makes me think of Diptyque's Tam Dao. This is the Byredo Gypsy Water. And it's very like pine smelling, very spicy, very sexy. Like this is a really sexy scent, and it can be unisex. I think a man or a woman can wear this. Chloe, on the other hand, is a very fresh, floral kind of scent, but again, obsessed with the two of them. I've been in between the two. Like if I'm not wearing one, I'm wearing the other. Next is a concealing eye cream. I think it has skincare properties to it, but this is the Kate Somerville Illumicate, and this is in the shade Dark 3. It's like one of those clicky pens, like the YSL Touche Éclat. This has definitely helped with brightening underneath my eyes. If I don't feel like wearing concealer, I just pop this on underneath. It's creamy because I have really dry under eyes, but it's super creamy. It covers what I need it to cover. It's not an actual concealer per se, but I tend to use it as that, and I've found that it's helped with, like, I've had really dark circles, and I feel like it's helped with that. So definitely down to this because I haven't used anything different underneath my eyes. Next is a hand cream, and this is by, again, Byredo, and this is their Blanche hand cream. And this stuff, it just smells so fresh and clean, and it's just a really thick consistency, but it's so hydrating on the hands, and it doesn't leave like that tacky, sticky feeling. I hate those types of like hand creams. Then next favorite is this bracelet that I purchased from Pandora. I would take it off, but it's a pain in the ass to put back on. But I think this is their Essence line or type of bracelet. So only Essence beads can go on it. I didn't necessarily buy it to put beads on it. I have this like beaded ring, and I thought it would just, you know, go really well with it. And I don't really have bracelets. I'm not a big fan. Like I prefer like a chunky watch. But I did want something dainty and simple to go on my wrist. So I purchased this, and I think it's really, really pretty, and I like the closing, like the clasp of it. It's such a pretty bracelet. Okay, so last favorite are actually a pair of trousers, and I have been wearing these non-stop. Like if I'm not wearing a pair of boyfriend jeans, I'm reaching for these. Like I can't even tell you how many times I've ironed them. These are from Everlane, and I think they're their slouchy trousers. But oh my god, they're so comfortable, one, but they look so like put together, and you can dress them up and wear them with heels, which is what I did when I went to New York, or dress them down like I did. I'll link the post down below, but I had these on with my Adidas, the Superstars, and you can wear it like that as well. I'm a huge fan of the pleats that are in the front of it right here. I think they're like, I don't know, like a modern pleat, but they're just freaking awesome, and they're really tapered at the bottom of them, but I literally have worn these half to death. So yeah, those were all of my favorites for the month of October. I can't friggin' speak. But again, I will leave links to everything down below. There was something else I wanted to say, and I don't remember. I always do this. If I remember, I'll write it in the blog post, link to this video.